Traveling around the world is more than just exploring the place for the first time. It's an experience to keep for a lifetime. You look back on your adventures and remember them in fond memories. When people think of going on vacation, they think of nature and beaches and mountains, but they also only look at the most popular tourist places to visit, not knowing that there are secret little natural wonders that not many people know of. The current situation of the world disrupts all possible travel plans, but it doesn't hurt to plan ahead for when the world is finally stable enough for you to start a new adventure. We have searched and sorted 10 secret vacation spots for you that are just as beautiful, affordable, and memorable to visit. These are places you would definitely want to visit one day. Get your bucket list ready and let's get started. At number 1, we have the place that's inspired thousands of nature pictures online, so don't miss out. Number 10. Dominica Island. This small Caribbean island and its natural beauty have done well to impress generations of nature lovers. At first, you are attracted to it because of the sun, sand, and sea, but once you start exploring, you realize there are more things to do than you can fit into your schedule. It is considered one of the poorest among the Caribbean islands, but poor doesn't mean less. The natural lush of this island, from its jaw-dropping waterfalls to hiking and scuba diving, they have it all for you. The island is influenced by many cultures, and you see that in their living. You can easily see that if you take a walk in the Kalinago territory and the cultural village. However, the main attraction of this island is the Morntois National Park, surrounded by thick rainforests and decorated with white orchids. This hike to the top is definitely worth it, and along the way, if you are wondering what that bubbling green water is, don't worry, it's not a magician's cauldron. It's the boiling lake that takes a 3-hour hike to reach. For enthusiastic hikers, a hike to the Victoria Falls and Trafalgar Falls is a must, while the scuba divers can entertain themselves in the Champagne Reef, where the inactive volcanoes beneath make the seawater your very own bubble bath. Number 9. Masandam Fjord, Onam. The fjords in Norway are world famous for their beauty they represent, with the walls of the mountains surrounding the deep and narrow sea. But did you know that we had one in the Middle East? Known as the Norway of the Middle East, the Musandam Fjord is a beautiful place of landscape not known to many. The beautiful attraction in Onam has a lot to offer, from swimming with the dolphins to the Dao cuisine. You can experience a relaxing day enjoying the crashing of waves and crystal clear water in the Arabian-style boat, where you can enjoy the local food buffet, or you can go for a swim to enjoy the snorkeling experience and track down the variety of sea creatures in the deep blue water the fjords have to offer. For a more adventurous holiday, you can try out paragliding at the Zingi Bay. And what's better than an overnight camping experience where you can turk and stay the night near the fjord, stargazing into the beautiful Arabian sky? Still not convinced? Well, we have dolphins. The fjord is home to many dolphins that the tourists can look at up close. You can turn your boat with the dolphins and it'll be just like you're swimming with them. Number 8. Kamchatka, Russia. Our next spot is something that represents the primal wildness of nature. This vast Russian peninsula is a valley filled with volcanoes, rivers, hot springs, and snow-capped peaks of the surrounding mountains. You may not find many locals living in this rocky region, but the tourists who come here leave awestruck and satisfied. It's a little hard to get there, and even more so after that, but once you are surrounded by the snow-covered mountains and the numerous geysers, you'll regret nothing. The many rivers here offer the opportunity of rafting and diving in the summer, while the snow-covered hill offers a perfect place for skiing. You can visit the Valley of Geysers to surround yourself with these natural hot water sources, or go trekking to the nearest volcano. With so much to do, you'll find yourself busy choosing your activity of the day. Number 7. Island Ishigaki, Japan. Japan has a huge tourist attraction thanks to the anime culture and sushi that's becoming more and more popular. But for this one, let's ditch the hustle and bustle of the big city and go to the island that's unique in itself. This is a part of Japan that not many know of. Seeing the wide-spreading white beaches, it is easy to mistake for Hawaii, only less crowded. During the day, you can fill your day surrounding yourself with crystal clear water, while the night brings you a sky full of stars. For the stargazers, you can see 84 of the 88 constellations from this island. The beach-loving culture here gives way to stunning pictures and clear water. The best part is the Kabira Bay that truly represents the beauty of the island. It is a small beach of white sand, and opposite to it there is a cluster of 9 small islands that stands in stark contrast to the white beach and clear blue sky and water surrounding it. It is strictly forbidden to swim here, but don't just stand there. Get yourself on a glass boat that helps you experience the gradient blue water and the life in it. Number 6. Tiger's Nest, Bhutan. The Tiger's Nest in Bhutan is one of the most famous tourist spots, and even people on the quickest tour make time to visit this place. Why? Because it's serene, beautiful, and unique. This spot best represents the culture of Bhutan. Situated along the top mountains, the Tiger's Nest is a small cluster of buildings sitting 900 meters off the ground. Surrounded by mountains, this is a monastery that houses and teaches monks to this date. The journey to the top starts on a parking lot and takes you up the dirt road to the rest stop, which is marked as the halfway point for the tourists. It's a 2-hour journey to this place, where you can eat at the cafeteria and spin the prayer wheel. The mountain from the starting point is filled with prayer flags overhead that guide your way and adds to your experience. The hike to the top is relatively easy after the rest point, but once you reach the monastery, it is forbidden to bring any of your belongings or shoes inside. You'll leave your belongings by the gate, and once you are out, you can click away as many pictures. As for what's inside the monastery, it remains a mystery to the rest of the world. No photos are taken of the inside walls. So if you're curious, you gotta take the journey yourself. Number 5. Matera, Italy. Matera is the city of caves. If you decide to visit this place, you'll do pretty much everything in the caves. The caves here have transformed into hotels, restraints, and bars to give you a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Looking back at its history, it is probably the oldest inhabited settlement, but life here was always hard, which is why about half of the city is empty. Half of the population was moved to the more modernized area of the city. The caves are said to be 7,000 years old. It's a relatively unknown place for foreign tourists. The small city is located in the remote corner of southern Italy, and it's hard to reach, but it's worth the trip. Matera is the perfect place to forget yourself and get lost in its beauty. The best way to explore it is by foot. Going down the steep stone steps, it'll be like you have entered a different world. Staying at one of the hotels and exploring the place and history of Matera will give you the experience of a lifetime. This is a must-visit spot for all wanderers. Number 4. Meteora Greece. Greece is home to many stunning cities of history that attracts major tourists. One of the lesser-known yet equally valued ones is Meteora. This time we are on a trip to an aloof community that sits atop a rocky mountain. At first glance you'll probably think there is no way people live there, but the fact is this place still has inhabitants only the name of nuns and monks. Yes, Meteora is a home to many monasteries that has an ancient history dated back to the 12th century. The first building here was made in the 12th century, prior to which a group of monks used to live in the caves, separating themselves from the world. By the 18th century, there were a total of 24 monasteries, of which only 6 remain today. The monastery is still home to many nuns and monks. The ancient architecture can be reached by climbing stairs to the top. The ropeway monks used to connect between hills are still available. Meteora is filled with ancient architecture, rich history, and a starry sky, a perfect getaway spot for your daily life. Number 3. Derviz, Turkmenistan. How about a quick trip to hell? Sounds surreal, right? Well, not so much. Derviz, or Darvaza, is a place that is now famously known as the door to hell, and for good reason. The fiery pit of everlasting flames in a giant dug-up hole has been burning for over 40 years now. The hole is in the wildness of Turkmenistan, away from civilization. The history goes that a group of people, Soviet geologists, were drilling for oil, but what they found was this cavern filled with natural gas, which collapsed under the weight of their equipment. They survived, But the pit of natural gas has been burning since then and has attracted many tourists who gather to take a peek into this wonder and, of course, take selfies for social media. There are no roads or gift shops or fences to guide you there, just a fire in the middle of nowhere, best suited to a visit at nighttime where you can see the light from miles away. If that's your thing, go ahead. Number 2. Hidden Beach, Mexico. There are many wonders that nature has kept hidden from us, but to hide a whole beach? That's crazy! This hidden beach is invisible from the outside as it sits inside of one of the uninhabited Matera Islands in Mexico. Playa del Amor is just like its name. It's a romantic getaway for many couples and newlyweds. This small beach is located in a hinged cave and surrounded by white sand. Nearly 3,000 people used to visit it in a day, but since then the government has restricted it to 120. So make sure you book your spot before you pack your bags. Number 1. Cano Cristales, Colombia. When you first see it, it'll be hard to believe that there is a place like this, but it does in fact exist and is an inspiration to many natural pictures you find on the internet. The place is also called River of Five Colors and has a stunning and photogenic natural view. This unique place in Colombia is much like a living painting. The bottom of the lake changes color, which gave it the name Liquid Rainbow. There is actually a reason behind this, a sea plant called Macarena clavigera, but who wants to hear the reasons? We'll just enjoy the view and believe it's magic. This phenomenon occurs during the summer when the plant blooms. In winter, there is just not enough sunlight and a steady flow of water to make it work. So make sure to time your trip well so you don't miss it. That was it for today, guys. Hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. And if you're bored, go ahead and click one of the videos on the screen and enjoy.